For it. Yo, yo, yo. We are live back in the studio on you 304s. I got to censor my language in the first few minutes. But yeah, man, much anticipated. I haven't had a BS stream, relationship stream in a few months. Um, Somebody told me to title it Relationship Goals, which I think is appropriate. We're all trying to get somewhere with it. Whether you in a loving relationship already or single and ready to mingle, we're going to discuss a lot of things about the dating market and marriage, because that's ultimately what most people want to get to, right? A long term secure relationship. But I want to give a quick shout out to my co host, my panelists for today. We got a couple more on the way, bars, but let's say hello to the lovely Caleya. Caleya, tell them anything you'd like to tell the audience about yourself while we get our intros off, please.
Hi, I'm Caleya. I have my own YouTube channel, so I'm just here supporting CJ.
And it's much appreciated. Okay. Well, since we're going to talk about some things, you want to give them not anything you don't want to divulge. This is why I put the ball in your court. But you could tell them, you know, kind of your background with regards to this relationship thing, if you're comfortable doing so. If not, you don't have to.
No, you could just ask me questions and I'll answer them honestly.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't want to put anything out there that people don't want. So that's fair. Okay, cool. So this is my homegirl Caleya. We know each other from Marko's boxing channel. Funny enough, and yeah, she wants to talk about this, and I really appreciate her support. We're supposed to have another female co-host in here momentarily, Jackie. We're going to keep cooking in the meantime. We also, so I'm a little background. I am 42. I just hit 42 on Easter. Yayan is a 22-year-old man. Is another panelist I pulled up here. So we have, I wanted to get different perspectives. I don't just want to come off as a bitter old man. So we got the young life homie up in here. Yayan, what you want to say to the audience? Describe yourself as much as you want to divulge.
You can hear me?
Yep, yep.
Just a young buck, Name, yeah, y'all should know me already.
All right, where are you from, Yayan?
Indiana.
Got you, got you. And for the sake of clarity, I'm from Cali. I've been in Cali all my life. Caleya, would you like to divulge where you're from? Again, you don't have to.
I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay, so we got someone from the east, excuse me, someone in the middle, the female from the east, a young dude from the Midwest, and then me, the old dude so far from Cali. So that's how we're cooking it. So let's get into the topics with no more nonsense. Waiting on Jackie and Marko, but I think we got enough to turn it up. And I think it's going to be a great stream. So let me ask y'all this, and I'll follow up. Damn, the numbers are going up. Shout out to y'all. Um, both y'all's opinion, and I'll say ladies first. What is the most important, or some of the most important? There's not to be just one. The most important things to make a long term relationship slash marriage, if you want to go that route, work. What are the most important things that you would need to see to make that successful?
For me, it's my faith. I have a strong faith and I believe in Jesus Christ, so I can't be with a man that doesn't have strong faith. And then they
Okay.
have to be understanding in a committed relationship. That's the top three most important things.
So you said your faith and understanding and willing to be committed slash monogamous. Is that
Yeah.
correct? I'm trying to understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Jackie just pulled up. So Yayan, just hold your horses. I know you were in here first, but my homegirl Jackie just pulled up. Shout out to you. We were doing our intros. So anything you want to tell the audience about yourself, and then we'll get into that first question I just asked Khalid.
No.
Hi,
Okay.
Jackie. Hey,
Hey,
girl.
Well, she's a lady. I'll tell you that. Okay. Okay. Hey, fair enough. I mean, I'm not trying to make you put yourself out there, but anything you're comfortable with sharing, that's cool. I'm glad I took that route. However, what I just asked Kaleya is what things, it could be one or multiple things. She named about three. Do you think are most important to making a long term relationship slash marriage possibly work? What are you looking for?
hmm. I would say that a person they need to have like there needs to be clear communication, and I also agree with Kalia about the person being monogamous. It's so normal for people to be polygamous and not be committal. So I definitely agree with that. And they have to be just an honest person, because a lot of people, they lack honesty, and they need to have a strong set of morals, like for
Okay.
me. So a lot of people, they lack that as well. So those are the ones that are important to me.
Got you. Got you. Okay, that's a good look. Understood. Um, okay. And then we'll follow up with my young man, Yayan, who was on the opposite end of me. Well, we agree on a few things, but not totally. But I want to know, as a young man, let's say hypothetically you were looking for your first wife, not your next ex-wife like me. You looking to really lock something down. I know maybe you don't, not gung ho about marriage, but hypothetically, what would you be looking for, champ?
Uh, Me personally, I just want somebody that can follow lead. You know what I'm saying? That's really it. As long as they on board with what I got
Okay.
going on.
Okay, I'm
You
glad
know,
we're digging into this. So you looking for someone to put their trust in you, like let me lead. Is that essentially
absolutely,
what you're
yeah.
saying? Okay,
Because
cool.
they say when the teamwork, the dream work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Word up, word up. Okay, hey. Let's we dipping our toes in the water. We just wading in the water like our ancestors. So let's pump the brakes. I understand. Um, okay, okay, cool. So I got everyone's initial, and I want to give mine, and then we can chop it up back and forth before we move on to the next topic. That's kind of how I got the show structured. So for me, being the jaded old divorce MF that I am looking for reciprocation. I would say is the most key thing, because a lot of people, and again, I'm not dealing with men, so y'all can come back. That's why I got the ladies up here. Y'all can come back and say, "Oh, that goes on both sides or whatever," but I'm not dealing with men, so I only know the behavior I see from women and what I would need out of a woman. So feel free to counter argue, but my perspective, reciprocation is the most like it seems like the most natural thing to do. I mean, we're in a relationship, right? It should be back and forth. I do for you, you do for me. But nowadays, it seems like women ain't really trying to put themselves out there, whether that be from bad experiences, getting effed over by the wrong dudes, or whatever you would attribute it to. I'll put it in a word: reciprocation. Just be willing to go as hard as I go. And really, as I think about it, as I reflect on it, that's a big reason that I'm not married anymore, because the effort wasn't there on the other side. I was going hard as fuck, but I just couldn't get nothing out of her consistently. Yeah, every once in a while she would do the right thing, but I went way harder than she did. So okay,
She must be
um,
Spike Lee.
do the right
Hey,
thing,
hey,
baby.
can I
Hey,
respond to this comment real quick though?
go ahead, champ. Which one
He
is it? I'll pull
said
it up.
Sheldon Morris, last one.
The last one,
Yeah.
the hell in a handbasket. Okay, go ahead.
See, and that's why, like, as a woman, this on the woman's side. That's why she got to find, somebody that's worth following. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I know how I'm coming, so that's just my opinion.
Right, right. So I've run into that problem a lot as well. Like, again, like I said, past experiences, and they're gonna make me pay for the sins of the dude that came before me. When really you need to be practicing better judgment. I mean, and that's on both sides. I can't pick a woman to save my life. I will put that in the air. I'm not saying that just women can't pick. I'm saying I can't pick either. But I'm not trying to
Right.
put the onus on the next relationship, the next woman, to make up for the sins of the previous shit that that did me wrong. So
Right.
that's where I'm at with it. Anyone else want to weigh in on this? Someone got some background. But we said some interesting things. So I'm just wondering if Jackie or Caleya got any response to what the men, to me and Yayan said. I said reciprocation. He said just be willing to follow my lead. How do y'all feel about that?
I both of y'all make sense. That makes sense, especially with the reciprocation, because I do agree. A lot of females, um, I think it's social media that has made it so like where they feel like they have more options than they really do. Cause you see
Okay.
like they put their bodies online a lot, and men, they, regardless of what men say, they say they don't like those type of women. But let's be honest, those are the women that get the attention of men. So I think that when they thirst after those type of women, that's what makes them think that they can do whatever it is. They don't have to reciprocate because men are always trying to talk to them for doing the bare minimum, which is showing their body and not having really anything to offer. So that's what I think. I definitely agree
Um,
with that.
well,
Go ahead, Yayan. Song, you got something to say? Go ahead.
well, them women, they get used for one thing and one thing only. So
That's, I mean, okay, that's cool, but at the same time, like those the same type of men who would say they're so high value. So if you're so high value, why would you sleep with a woman who that's all they have to offer? Like it doesn't make sense.
yeah, I
Like I'm
mean,
just
again, it's just very simple.
oh, okay.
Okay, okay.
I'm just saying,
I'm
like
gonna
I
keep a
think that
lid on it
it's
for as
like
long as I can. Go ahead.
I'm saying like if for me personally, I look at I put myself in high regard because I know I don't sleep around. I would never just sleep with anybody. So if I know that I'm looking for a stable commitment, I wouldn't. Why would I go and sleep with somebody like a dog ass dude? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. If you're saying you're high value, why would you go and sleep with trash? A woman who's sleeping with multiple men,
Well,
and then
you know
and
what they
then
say, right?
and then men brag about it. They brag about women like, oh, I have a roster. I have a roster.
But you know what
Like
they say, right?
the roster is literally full of bitches who literally sleeping with multiple
Yo,
men. You talking about you got a rotation? No, you're in that bitch rotation. Like I'm just saying,
That's not how it works. But you know what they
it
say, though,
is.
right?
Okay, so if a man dealing with
Can I
like
speak?
five females, if they're dealing with five females, so those five females they're only sleeping with him. Okay, if you want to be delusional,
Who knows?
okay, cool. Okay, then I'm just saying that's stupid.
But you know what they
You
say, though,
sleep
okay,
right?
with,
Jackie, I
but I'm
hear
just
you.
saying,
Yayan, go ahead. I'm gonna try to
But
keep
they
it
say
organized. Let him go.
one man's
Let
trash
him
is
go.
another man's treasure.
man, shit. All right, okay.
Yo. Okay, okay. I wasn't. That's not what I expected. Yo, I'm gonna say it like this, Jackie.
No, I'm
As
talking.
an
Go ahead.
experienced man, I got to tell you, if the objective is just to get laid, then he's not going to care about her. I know it sucks to hear as a woman. You're like, oh, if you view that dude, you should be looking for someone equally as valuable. A woman of quality character. But if he's in the mindset, and I've been back and forth, I've done both, right? Try to lock something down, been out there in the streets, back to trying to get something serious. So I've been all over the place. I say that to say this: if his objective is just to hit, then why wouldn't he go for the lowest hanging fruit?
Okay, but okay, and I think also because men do that so often, they sit there and they sleep with all these random women, and then they wake up one day like, "Hey, I'm gonna be committal. This is the woman for me." You are your habit, so you have a habit of sleeping with multiple women who you don't want to settle down with. It's gonna be very hard for you to knock yourself out of that because it's a
Well,
fucking habit.
the goal is not to. What's commitment in your opinion?
To be in a monogamous relationship with one
That's not
woman,
commitment. That's not
that is
commitment.
commitment. What are you
No, it's
talking
not.
Hold
about?
on, champ.
Commit. Hold on.
What is
Yayan,
commitment
define
in
it,
your
please.
eyes?
I don't understand what you're saying either. Please define your.
Commitment. When a man commitment means when a man only cares and love for one woman. Sex is a different thing.
Oh my
Ah,
god, bro.
Sex
Okay,
is.
so
Hold on. Can I
so
speak, please?
oh my
Sex
god.
is a physical activity. Love and connection is much deeper. Would
Okay,
you
so
agree?
you're not monogamous.
Would you
Thank you.
agree?
You're not
Would you agree?
monogamous. Thank you. You're
CJ,
not
would you agree
monogamous.
with that?
hold
No.
on, hold on. I'm gonna let her respond. I'm just facilitating the conversation. I'm gonna let her go, and then I definitely got an opinion. Go ahead, Jackie.
So he basically just tried to run a circle around what commitment is. No. Either you're in a commitment and you're 100% solid and you're not cheating, as in stepping out. We're not going to play the games and try to act like, oh, well, a commitment is this, sex is it. No, if you're committal, that means you're committed to one person, that
Says
person
who?
who you're in a relationship with. That's what the word commitment means, Yayan. Come on now. So
You
if you're
can't make up your
stepping,
own definition.
oh my gosh, please.
Okay, let me put it.
You
If
can't. You
you're
can't.
gonna
I
No
gotta
real
keep it
shit.
on
if
Hold
you're
simmer.
on.
We
stepping
can't
Hold on.
boil
Real
it
shit.
yet. We,
if
Hold on.
you're
Hold
gonna
on.
we
step
only
out on that
15 minutes
person,
in.
Hold on. Let me
oh
respond.
my god.
Cause
Okay,
real shit,
I
you
got
can't.
next.
Okay, go ahead. You can go right now.
No,
Go
no,
right now.
I got next after you. I'm gonna let you go. I mean, it's about the
No,
panel.
look.
So
All I'm
go ahead.
saying is you can't take a word and try to mold it to how you want. Just like a lot of people do that with the Bible. They take a Bible quote and wanna. Oh no, I'm a. It mean this. So no, it's not. That's not how it works. A word
The
has
Bible is up
definition.
for interpretation.
Shh, shh.
Okay.
But words have meanings for
Good.
a reason. Words have definitions for a reason. So go ahead.
But you okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
you just said don't do that, but
Jackie,
you just
Jackie,
did it.
please let me interject because I don't want to turn to you versus Yayan. We having a broader conversation. So let me pull it back real quick.
Mm.
Uh, talking about commitment, I do think I'm somewhere in between, right? And it's gonna sound fucked up, Jackie and Caleya. Y'all feel free to weigh in. I do think that men and women demonstrate commitment to their quote unquote partner in different ways. Um,
He's
I
absolutely.
think I think that it's going to sound fucked up, y'all, but bear with me. I've been in the game for a long time, longer than anyone up here, I guess. But until Marco pulls up, yo, we got Oval in the building. Give me a minute, Oval. I'm glad you tapped in, but I'm gonna put Serrata. Everyone, the link is working for everyone else. I got 4 panelists up here. I don't know what's up with your shit. You need, I don't know,
The
ad block, whatever
the
the fuck.
link.
Anyway,
If,
let me get my opinion off. I'll be brief. My bad
I'm about to tell
for that
Sarada
little
something.
digression.
If Sarada is on the if Sarada's on the one that's like the one that you scroll through, it don't let you click the link. So go to the other live and click
Oh,
the
on the
link.
vertical. Yeah, do the
Yeah.
horizontal. Click the
Uh-huh.
horizontal, and you can actually click the link. It'll be blue. It'll be clickable. Okay. Hey,
Right.
good insight. Thank you for that. I didn't realize why he couldn't get in. But yeah, go to the horizontal one because I got the simultaneous vertical horizontal. But let me say this: um, men demonstrate their commitment by. So, what is expected of a man in relationships? So let's broaden it out. Protector, provider, right? So I think him being willing to pay the majority of the bills, if not all, and hold it down. That's the same. It's equivalent to a woman rather, giving up her um, fidelity, her, you know, that's we look at that as equal. Like if I'm only paying for you, I might be out there, and I'm not condoning it, like Yayan is. Don't get me wrong, but it's more understandable for a man to be out there because at the end of the day, he's only providing and protecting for one woman. He's not gonna put his life on the line for his side chick, but he will pay the bills and protect you if an intruder comes in hypothetically, or someone grabs your butt on the street. You're going to expect him to respond. So it's not exactly the same, but it's equivalent things. We just demonstrated in different ways. I hope I got that out right. How do y'all feel about that?
Bro, hell no. Hell no.
No.
Like you know
Absolutely.
If,
how
Okay.
And
you know
Okay.
how
I want to
Okay.
say,
investing.
good.
Let Caleya talk. Let Caleya talk.
Please.
I don't think that's true because nowadays women make as just as much money as a man do. Cause I could pay my own bills. So if you paying all the
Right.
bills and still cheating, so what's the
Hold on,
difference between
but
me paying
they
all the bills and still
Well,
getting cheat?
peep game.
Tell them,
You may
Caleya.
pay all the bills for yourself, but if you get with the man, you were not expected to take on the lion's share of the bills. Yeah, for yourself, cool. And that's being an adult. And I'm not hating on that at all. Shout out to the sisters getting it in by themselves, but it's not the same as you providing for another adult person.
Okay,
You feel
CJ,
me?
can I ask you a question?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Okay, so when you get into your next serious commitment, and I'm saying it's a serious one,
Yeah, yeah.
and you're paying all the bills or majority or whatever y'all got going on, would you step out on that person? Would you cheat on her?
absolutely.
I'm not talking to you, Yayan.
She wasn't
Wait,
asking you.
wait.
No, at this age, I don't feel the need. And she asked me, and I'll let you follow up. But let me respond, champ. No, I don't feel the need to do that. Because I was never a big cheater, but I have like fucked up here and there, in my 20s. But it was
Mm-hmm.
more of an ego thing, and now that I'm very secure in myself, I don't feel the need to. But I will say this to put a bow on it, that I do look at male and female cheating on different scales. And that may sound fucked up, but it's for the reason I cited earlier, because a man is putting everything on the line. A woman ain't going to die for her man. She ain't going to jump in front of a bullet. So he is inherently giving up more, if that makes sense. And I know you don't like to hear this. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm just being, based on my experience. A man is giving up more to be in that relationship than a woman is off top.
What if
So
that
she
woman?
should be more. I'll finish with this. She should be more locked in, like as far as the fidelity part. But I don't personally, to answer your question directly, no, I'm not doing that. So
Okay.
Okay.
Like, I was being hyperbolic, honestly, but not like. What was the question again? You said. Can you say the question again?
that Jackie
Who?
asked, that your next
Yeah,
serious
that Jackie
relationship,
asked.
would you step out? That's what she asked me.
And I'm talking
What?
about a committed long-term
Yeah.
relationship, not like a fling or situationship. It's 100%. It's supposed to be committed.
Okay, well, again, I'm big on people not telling me what to do. So I can't. A woman can't be like, oh, you can't do this, and because I'm gonna do what I want regardless. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Fair enough. Caleya, do you think it's equivalent on both sides, the cheating? That's what we're really, now that we think about it, what we're really getting down to is a man cheating and a woman cheating on equal playing ground because you're being dishonest. Is that how you feel? Or do you feel what I'm saying, that even though I wouldn't personally do it, that the man is sacrificing more, so maybe it's more forgivable on that part? Also, okay, let me put a bow on it with this. Just came to mind. Paternity. The woman knows it's her baby. The man doesn't know. That's why historically a woman cheating was looked at more harshly and severely because she's fucking up bloodlines. Whereas, she knows it's her baby. So I want to get y'all feedback on that. I'm gonna calm down for a second, but I'll be right back.
I feel like cheating is wrong, regardless if it's a man or a woman. You shouldn't cheat on your
I
partner. You should
I
just
agree.
break up and leave him alone, or leave her alone. If you want to cheat,
Okay, can I ask you a question?
yeah, go ahead.
What is cheating to you?
I
Oh
feel
my.
as though. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, Jack, you could go.
Um, Yang, that's such a dumb question.
Well,
And
I didn't ask you the
again,
question.
you okay, but anyways, you that's a dumb question. Now you're about to run in another circle and try to act like you don't know what cheating is. Cheating is cheating. Come on now. Like the fuck?
My boy certified. What's up, bro? I agree. So I don't
Okay.
know what's you on. Well, I was asking
And
Caleya though
Marco
if you
need
can
to
answer the
pull up
question.
and my bad to
She,
step on you.
I
Marco,
agree
pull
with
up
it.
and really be cooking. But let me say this. Yeah, you do
See,
know what cheating is.
hold on, real quick, real
Cheating
quick.
is
And
cheating.
that's
It.
uh,
Cheating, you shouldn't do it.
Can I say something when y'all finish?
yeah. Let
Yeah.
me say this real quick, Jackie. No disrespect, but this is why I asked Caleya because when you tend to ask like a woman a question, a group of women a question, they are just like, oh, I agree, I agree. So when I asked her a
Yeah.
question, can you please let her answer?
You definitely don't tell me what
She
to do.
did. She did answer. She was just brief
Thank
with her
you. Thank
response.
you.
Don't do that, champ. Okay. Okay. Hey,
I
yo.
mean, that's
What's
a
up to my
fact. But
man
whatever.
Oval? Today he wants to be known as Hi Jackie. What you got to say on it, OG? So you the eldest on the panel, not me. What you got to say on what we've been chopping up about so far, champ?
Yeah, OG, triple OG. One thing you have to realize, cheating is the same no matter if it's a woman or a man. The only thing is, men are more sensitive to where it comes to a woman cheating, his woman cheating, than a woman is when her man is cheating. Because we're more of an emotional creature like that. We're built like that. And cheating
Nah, champ.
starts in
I'm gonna let you
cheating.
finish, but I disagree. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness, can I talk? And one thing, cheating starts in the heart. Where your heart is, your feet will follow. I don't care if you're paying bills, you got this lined up, you got vacations. If your heart is not there with your wife, you're going to cheat, or vice versa. It's all about your heart. And you can't love someone into submission if you can't do enough for their heart. And if you break a woman's heart, especially a woman, because they're fragile, you don't want none of that drama. But hey,
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents, and y'all go ahead.
No, that's cool, man. I appreciate your perspective. I wasn't trying to cut you off. I'm just saying I disagree. But before we get to that, I'd like to welcome my man Serrata to the stage.
What up? What up? What up?
Um,
How you guys
Hey, this
doing?
dude certified stupid.
introduce yourself to the audience, and then you can dig in on anything we discussed so far because we just getting started, champ.
Well, what's up? It's audience. It's audience. It's Serrata, the biggest boss you ever seen in your life. Fuck Alberto. Anyway,
Go ahead, go ahead.
no, I was hearing you guys. It's a pretty good conversation, man, and I like that everybody's just chiming in. And there's always gonna be two perspectives, right? The female perspective and the male perspective. But like I said, I've done my things. I've cheated. I got cheated on. Probably, not that I know of. But who doesn't do what the other person's doing for the most part? But it's all about compromise, bro. That's what I learned. I learned that with my relationship I've been with for almost 7 years. It's compromise. At first, I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna listen to her. I'm not gonna listen to that. Now it's like I just take heed to what she says. You know what I mean? Because it's helped me in my life. You know what I mean? And I think it's when you find that person who's gonna really ride with you. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, they can wake up and not love you no more. Shout out Kanye West. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just day by day. You know what I mean? And it's both people want it. Communication, the communication, bro. I learned is key, man. You got to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right, Serato.
Absolutely. When you
Yeah,
stop
that's all.
talking,
You know what I
that's
mean?
when the
Yeah. When you
resentment
start
Right.
comes
talking or
in.
stop caring, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing's
Yeah.
perfect, bro. This shit's cold. This relationship shit's hard, bro. And there's almost every day there'll be something I'm like, you know what? Damn, do I want this? And then I get with her again, and we chill, we watch a movie, our favorite little Love Island or whatever the fuck, and it's like, you know what? I do love her.
That's what's up, champ.
So
And
it just
let
depends,
me
bro.
give a little bit. I don't think Serato will mind me sharing this because he's a real
Yeah.
motherfucker like me that's
Mhm.
very transparent. He's about my age. So I just turned
Yeah.
42. He'll be 42 later this year. We both from
October, yeah.
Cali. So that's the perspective. I just want to get the audience the idea where everyone is
Yeah.
coming from.
Oh wow,
Okay.
I didn't know Serato was 42.
Yup. I'm gonna be 42 October 20th, yo.
Okay.
Almost the
Yeah,
same
man.
birthday
So
as my
I did,
ex-wife.
but
My
yeah.
son's
Oh,
birthday is
really?
October the 18th.
Fuck. Oh, that's
Yeah.
hell yeah, Libras. We're always trying
Yep.
to find balance, man. We're the scale. We're always trying to find some kind of balance, motherfucker.
Cool.
But
So if anyone else wants to, say their last thoughts on this topic before I move on to the next one, I got a ton. We ain't gonna get through all of them, but anyone want to put a bow on it? Again, the overall thing that led off the conversation is what is the most important thing to make a relationship last? I heard most of all, I heard communication. Communication is what I heard the most.
I heard compromise too, but
Yeah,
me
compromise,
personally,
reciprocation. That's right up there. Yeah.
Never mind. Fuck it.
No,
You
no,
know what?
champ.
Real quick. Yeah, real quick. It's that. I mean, I'm not saying your perspective is wrong, and I hate to bring up the young thing, Graham, bro. But I know I thought just like you. I felt even till my mid 30s, bro. My mid 30s, I was still like, you know what, man? I was fighting against the way, and it gets easier once you're like, okay, you know what? You're not that you're giving in. It's just like compromise,
Shit,
bro.
that's
They
what
have
it
to
sound like to
eventually.
me.
Nah, come
But
on,
it's
man.
not. It's
Hey,
not. It's not necessarily. Listen, bro. Real shit. It's not necessarily giving in, bro. It's just a woman just gotta understand and recognize and realize that this not a partnership. This not a two-way street. Like real shit. Like that's just a fact. And yeah, I could listen to your input, but no matter what I say, go at the end of the day. So, but
So Yan is pushing a hard line. He's saying
real
traditional.
shit.
He believes in
That's what I'm
traditional
yeah,
being
saying.
the
yeah.
Women
most
women want to
alternative to
be
this.
traditional anyway. So yeah,
I,
why
I
not?
get it. No, I understand, and I think too, like the girls were saying, I think a lot of women nowadays are making their own bread, and I think that has a lot of things to do with it too. And I'm not that. I told my girl before when I had 2 cents in pocket, I said, nah, you ain't gonna like son me because you're making hundreds of thousands. You know, you're not gonna do that. I'm still gonna have my word, and we're gonna, this is what we're gonna do. You know, follow it all the time, no, but if you understand, yes. So I think that with women in careers now and making a lot, they're like, bro, I could do better by myself, or I could do just as good
And
or
look,
better.
you know what I tell John? Go ahead. You go.
Yeah,
That's why I tell John. Go ahead. Go
yeah.
ahead
No, I
then.
get it. No, I
That's
get it.
freeing, man. That's freedom when you can just walk away. But I
Yeah, and
understand, man. I mean, that's why I'm single right now, maybe because I do push a hard line. Like
So
Yan
dog
sounds
playing
like a
with
young
sheet
version
metal.
of me. What's
and
up?
then, and then it
Somebody,
depends. And then,
somebody has some very bad background noise.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay.
But real shit though. Like it's just a fact, bro. But you know.
Okay, so Jan is looking for. Let's transition. We're gonna freestyle. I got a lot of topics, but he brings up an interesting point. He's looking for a traditional type arrangement. Now, the ladies on the panel. I'll start with Caleya because she's been quiet. Are you looking for that same type of
Can you let
setup,
her
or
speak, please?
what?
Traditional man. In this day and age is different. It's like we have to figure out what is the tradition now. Because like
mm-hmm.
it's like I work, so I'm not gonna cook dinner every day. That's not gonna happen. And then I have like a good job, so it's what is the man looking for? Like, shouldn't I like not work? Do I have to like clean the house, cook dinner every day? Like that would be hard for me. So I probably wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay, that's interesting. Let me say from my perspective, as a man, I would be looking like not totally. I do well, but I can't like the economy is going through the roof, and we're gonna talk about that later. I think
Yeah,
that's affecting a lot of relationships. But
Yeah.
I would be looking for more of a traditional setup, but not 100% stay at home housewife. Like do your thing. Like ideally, I'll be grinding, doing my engineering, my robotics thing, woman could have a part-time job but be more available for the kids and to take care of the home. I think that's a good compromise, as we say. But yeah, that's just where I'm coming from.
I think that if and this is if you're bringing home the bread, bro, and you're paying all the bills, like and you're like, hey, I want you home and cooking and cleaning, then you're paying. Cost to be the boss. You know what I mean, so I
Yeah,
think
if you
that
can pay all of it,
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
hmm
Yeah.
And then like me with my girl, like right, me in California, we do well, but we both got to do it, because obviously, we'd be, we could make it
Mhm.
on my shit, but it just wouldn't be what we want. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. Yeah, you'd have to lower
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
quality of
way of
living, your
living.
standard
Yeah.
of living to be able to do that.
Which
To
I
be
mean,
able
I
to
don't,
do
don't get me wrong, I can do too. I mean, I could eat fucking ramen noodles and tuna and mix in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
that.
But
Hey,
do I want
let me.
to?
Can I expand on that?
Yeah,
Cause
please.
real shit. Cause I absolutely agree. You can't be a broke bum ass nigga talking about all this tradition shit. You gotta be. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
At
So
least trying to
I
do
agree with
something.
that.
At least have a job.
Thanks.
No, we both got a. If you want traditional, I'm say it like this. I'll put a. I want to say a bow, but I want to like really dial it down like this. Um, I feel that women want traditional treatment, but most women aren't not built or willing to fulfill that traditional role. So okay, you go out, ball out, pay all the bills, but don't tell me shit. Don't tell me nothing to do. Don't have no expectations of me. And I know that sounds bitter, but that's the perspective I'm here to provide because that's what I've been through. How do y'all feel about that? Jackie, let's
That's
rotate the mic to Jackie. Hold
but,
on, hold on. Jackie hasn't talked in a minute. Jackie, how you feel about that? You think that's accurate? Like women want traditional on one side, but not the other? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you keeping it real. Shout out to you. I'm not trying to piss nobody off. I'm just providing my perspective. Okay. Caleya or Yayan? Bueller?
Yeah, I can agree
Anybody?
with
If not, we can move
But
on.
see,
That was
the thing
only
about
one
it,
topic.
I wouldn't give up my job for a man. He'd be like, "Oh, you could stay home and don't it just be in the house."
Uh-oh.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, "No, I can't do that," because I enjoy working and I enjoy making my own money. So I'll
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
do that.
I understand that. I understand women
It's,
want autonomy, especially nowadays. But let me counter with this. It does sound like there's some degree of trust issues there. Like I want to make sure I'm good no matter what the fuck he does. Even if he lets me down, I'll still be solid. So I need to make my own money. Is that a component of your perspective or not?
no, I just like what I do. I like getting up and going to work every
Okay.
day. I like my lifestyle. I like taking my son to school. I like being able to go out in this, like in Philadelphia, and drive around and meet different people and talk to people. I'm like an outside person, so I wouldn't want to be in a house.
You're an
As
extrovert. Yeah, I mean that's why you got a YouTube channel, right? Y'all subscribe to Caleya. I'll leave it at that. I know you say you don't want these roughnecks over there, but subscribe. Yo, quick
I
pause
like.
for the cause for the channel. Let me do some quick housekeeping before we move it on. Okay, Shelton, I see you now. Your shit wasn't connected, but give me just a second. Shout out to my man in the chat, the Griot, my boy from Imo, I've known for over 20 years. Yeah. You can pull up on the panel too.
Man,
You pulled
shut
up
that
before.
dog up.
Yeah, Shelton's dog always barking. But yo, okay, yeah, the housekeeping. Let me get this out of here. Please, I'm getting more motion than usual. Y'all, any newcomers, like and subscribe. Even if you're not new, please like. The newcomers subscribe and feel free to share this. Again, we going all around the board. I normally talk boxing, but henceforth, not only will I be going live at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern every single day, but the Tuesdays, somebody gave me some expert knowledge, some expert advice, and said I should do this relationship, this BS thing every Tuesday, so people know, when to expect me. So that's the plan for right now. So yeah, like, subscribe, come back for the boxing, but relationship shit every Tuesday. Now let me welcome the triple. I guess it's quadruple. If dude was triple OG, Shelton got to be quadruple OG to the stage. My man from LA. I know you don't mind me saying that. Shelton, you got anything to say on what we've been chopping up on so far? We just getting started, baby.
I mean, I've been listening to y'all. Everybody has their own conception of what they want. But what I want to ask the ladies is this. Caleya, especially, she said she's not giving up her job. Is that right? You don't want to give up your job because you like working?
Yeah, I wouldn't give up my job. No.
Okay, so since you're not going to give up your job, is that going to affect what you have to do as a wife in the house?
Only time will tell. I don't know.
Yeah, because see, that's the whole thing. If you're going to be married, if you're going to be married, there's certain things you have to do in that role as a wife. You have to cook. You have to keep the house clean. You know, we can help. I can help you with the laundry and all that stuff. I can even help you with the cooking. But I heard you say, I'm not gonna cook every night. That's just not gonna happen. That's not gonna. You can't decide that. See, because Sarada came with the one word that I didn't hear anybody else use before he got here, which is compromise. You're not gonna be married to anybody for any length of time if you can't compromise. Got to be able to compromise. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, so you can't just put out there off top what you're not gonna do. I think women do make that mistake nowadays. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I'm not gonna protect you." If a nigga bigger than me, fuck it, you on your own. Like I can't do that. So you got to be willing to shift what you're willing to do. So I understand absolutely what the quadruple OG Shelton is saying to you right now, and that's something to think about. Just don't come out there with what you ain't gonna do. Yeah, be a little more flexible and say, okay, well, if you're giving up this, if you are providing like that and sacrificing literally your lifeblood, you know what I mean, to provide for the family, then I could do a little more. Even if I'm not enthusiastic about it, I'm sure he's not enthusiastic about working 60 hours a week. So, you know, we both got to give. But yeah,
hey, CJ,
that's where I'm at with it. Yeah,
CJ, put Vic Star's comment on the thing.
Okay. I thought you said a bad word, but okay, Vic Star. Okay, let's read.
You got no manners, huh?
Vic Star 562. Shout out to you. Please subscribe. I think you already subbed to me. Anyway, thoughts on deleting social media, hopping off all that stuff, Snap, IG, etc. See, y'all are spoiling the show. These are things for later. But no, we can flow into it. We can do it naturally. Okay, I'll go first, and then I'll pass the mic around, and we can start with Quiet Caleya. But I think if I want it, and this goes on both sides. If you're I hate the word partner. If your significant other, let's use that word, ask for access to your phone, your social media, you should be willing to give it up. Not that I ever would be inclined to ask, because I'm not moving like that, always suspicious. But I think if I ask or if she asks, the other person should be willing to give that up, just in the name of transparency, for peace of mind, for the sake of the relationship. I think a lot of people are fucking selfish nowadays and be like, well, fuck that. I'm not doing that. You inhibiting my freedom. But that's how I'm at with it. If I ask, show me. And if you ask, I'll show you. But Caleya, and then we'll pass the mic around.
Oh, yeah, I would do that. I don't have anything to hide. So I would give him my pay. Wanted it.
Cool. I'm glad you said that. Anybody else?
Nah, John can't ask me for nothing. That's it did.
A hard line. Okay.
Me personally, I wouldn't ask, but if I did ask, you should show me.
But you wouldn't be willing to reciprocate.
Absolutely not.
I knew you was going to say no.
Dude, you need to be by yourself, dude.
You
don't need no woman. You need to go and get a girl every now and then and take care of yourself. But you don't need to be in any kind of relationship, because you're trying to have everything your way and nothing to the other person's way. That's not going to work. The kind of woman that you would want is not going to put up with that.
It is what it is, then.
I agree.
Yeah.
But you're like 23, so you really don't know what you're talking about yet. But you'll figure it out.
I guess I don't. What you say, Jackie?
I said, what kind of woman do you want?
You said what?
What kind of woman do you want?
As far as qualities, or is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways, I would say like a woman that's just, nothing crazy. Just
come on, you got to put specifics on it. Don't do that.
Let me think. Hold on.
Okay, while you're thinking about it, I'm gonna say loyal. I'm gonna say, reciprocation. Sure. Obviously, that's very basic. Obviously, I got to be attracted to her.
Okay. Let me ask you this real quick. When you say reciprocating, what is she reciprocating exactly?
Just equal amount of effort, not in the same way. Don't jump in a bullet, in front of a bullet for me. But fucking, like we was talking, like the cooking, the domestic shit. Like, it depends on the situation, right? I can agree with that. If I'm the breadwinner, you do more domestic shit. If we 50-50 income wise, then we can share that. But just put in equal effort. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, and then I also say The loyal for sure. And then I also say, like just to join that list, and I said that's all. I'm a simple guy.
All right. All right. Anyone got a
What did you
response to
say?
that?
You said, did you say
Fuck that
50-50,
Marko.
CJ?
No, that's not what I'm looking for, but I'm saying hypothetically, if we 50-50 in income, then it's only expected that we would be 50-50 in the household shit. I'm looking for like
If
more
you
of a 70-30.
50-50 in a house, if you're 50-50 in a house with a woman, that's not a relationship. That's a roommate.
I feel that, but
So
some
hold
women
on,
want
hold
that.
on. Look,
Listen to
look,
Caleya. She's not gonna stop working, right? And I'm not gonna ask her to make less. So maybe that's the line
look,
she's pushing.
and look this. Hold on. You see what he just said, right? He said that's a roommate, right? But then when you
That's a
start
roommate.
asking her, but when you start trying to lay these laws down, now you being something else. Like I don't get it. So
No, who
is we
me?
not?
I don't do, because I can say that because I don't do 50-50 in my house. I pay for
That's what I'm
everything in my
saying.
house.
I agree.
I pay for everything. You know,
But
she ain't gotta pay nothing. She can buy some food, maybe pay a cable bill here and there, but that's about it. I pay the cost to be the boss.
Well, like
But
I
I
said,
come
I'm
from a
looking.
different era. The
that's
Right,
era
what
I
I'm
and
come
saying.
from, that's the way
it's
it
not
was.
even
He don't even get
Shelton.
out. He don't even get it.
Yan, before you get off, let me address Shelton like this. I understand that, and ideally, I would like to go 100-0, right, and just have traditional. But in this
Right.
today's economy, it's not exactly too reasonable. I'm not balling like that yet. Maybe when I hit 300K or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, right.
different generation.
Right.
Not only value wise, but the economy was different. Man, you got your pension and shit.
Right.
You're chilling. I'm still fucking out here on the grind, so it's not as realistic to have that type of arrangement. That's the only reason I left the door open for even a 50-50, but that wouldn't be me. I can't. No, I can't
Right.
do that. But, yeah.
Well, I get what the youngster's saying, though. I'm not shitting on him. I get what he's saying. It's just that
I'm actually agreeing
I
with
get.
you, bro. Like I think, it should be. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, but you saying like, oh, I shouldn't be with nobody because it's too much my way. Well,
Not because now,
motherfucker,
when you say, if she asks you, if you ask her for her social media, she should give it to you. But if she asks you, hell no, I ain't
oh
giving her shit.
well,
You can't do that, man.
absolutely.
That is out of
You
pocket, Champ.
can't do that
I can't
though.
fuck with
The
you.
fuck?
You can't
Not
do
on that.
that.
This not no, like you said. She ain't my
This is
roommate.
something from it. I'm gonna
She
tell you
not my
this from
friend.
an
This
adult,
is
from
my
my
woman.
standpoint. It's your woman, but you should never ask your woman to do anything that you ain't willing to do.
That's
You
leadership.
should
That
never
sounds
ask
crazy.
your woman,
No,
if
that's
you love
real
her,
leadership.
if you love that woman, you should never ask her to do anything that you ain't willing to do.
That's a mature man speaking. Mr. Shelton, obviously, he knows what he's talking about. He
Yeah,
has
because
experience,
he got it.
right?
You can't lead from the back, Champ. You got to be willing to do everything and more. You ask your, on some army shit, on some military shit, everyone under your command. If you want to be the leader, you got to be willing to do everything and more that you ask them to do. So I feel him, Champ, and I think you can
Okay,
take
but
that to heart.
hold on, let me ask you this: when has the private ever told the sergeant what to do?
It sounds like you got that off
That's
of
exactly the
That's
opposite
not
of
what
the
we
point.
said.
The
This is
sergeant
exactly
should
the
be
Motherfucker,
willing
you
opposite
to
of
know
what
what I
do
I'm
mean.
saying. What
anything
I'm
he has the
saying is,
private to do.
Motherfucker,
I can't
you know what the
ask
fuck
the
I'm talking
private.
about.
Listen. Let me break it down for you. I can't ask the private, the corporal, or the buck sergeant to go up that hill if I'm not willing to go up that hill myself. I can't sit in the back and watch.
Right.
If you a leader of men, you the first motherfucker off the helicopter and you the last motherfucker to get on.
Well, that's the
That's
thing.
the
I'm
way
not
it
leading. I
works.
wouldn't be leading a man. You know what I'm saying?
You leading anybody. If you leading anybody, you don't ask anybody to do anything that you ain't willing to do yourself. If
And
you
I
ain't willing
also
to do it,
feel
why
like
would you ask them to do it?
I learned that as
I
a
already said,
manager.
but no, real shit. I did say I wouldn't ask him to do it. Did I not say
Huh?
that? I did say that.
He said he wouldn't ask her for the
No,
phone.
you said if she asked me for my social media, hell no. But if I ask her for her social media, she should give it to me. That's what you said.
He did say that, but he also said he wouldn't ask, but hypothetically he would expect that. In any event, yo, shout out my man Bob. We got
What's up,
another OG
CJ
in the
Rich?
building. Maybe you can
Another
I'm
old
I'm
dude,
watching the
What's
huh?
playoff
up,
game.
man.
I just had to come
Thanks for
on
popping up.
because I hear y'all and listen.
Jersey?
I work at a high school, and I tell the girl 90% of these young boys, I wouldn't advise anybody to talk to because they foolish. They don't know anything. They talk like
Yeah,
giants.
they're kids.
That's why the
Oh.
girls. That's why the girls don't have anybody to talk. They don't have, that's why they turn to girls, I guess, because our men are foolish. like I'm the boss.
Okay.
You can't. This is 2026. You ain't the boss of nothing. You ain't. This ain't. This
Hey,
ain't the
y'all
old
playing in the
days.
game that don't exist no
You
more.
not the
That's
boss
what it
of
sounds like to me.
anybody. You like I can. I'll get your social media, but you can't get mine. That ain't gonna work. You ain't never gonna have no relationship.
Absolutely.
For real, I'm dead serious. You never gonna have a relationship if that's how you talking to these girls and that's how you think.
Hey,
They're
little do
gonna be
you
out
know.
there running around with the next man. That's what you're gonna end up with.
Well,
You're gonna
so be
drive
Hey,
it.
into the next
Yan,
man. I'm
before you
just trying to be
respond,
real with you.
Hold on, look.
before you, Yan,
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna let you go next. I'm gonna let you go, but just channel maintenance. Shout out Champ Ross in the chat. I don't think you subbed yet, but I see you in the chat lately. Shout out to you, man. Shout out for the support. Oh yeah, also I just opened the Cash App earlier this week or last week rather. $ CJ Rich 2026. If you feel so inclined, um, you know, please donate. Shout out my man Rob the Barbarian, dropping every stream. He's dropping Cash App. So anyway, go ahead, Yan.
No, I was just saying, y'all old dudes playing in the game that don't exist no more. This, like you said, it's 2026. All that shit y'all grew up with don't mean nothing no more. So,
That's why the world's in the state that it's in because
well,
like it's
so
not
be
like
it. Well, who made the game like that? I'm just, I didn't make the game.
Uh-oh.
I just follow the rules.
Oh man. Okay.
okay.
Yo,
When I
see,
You
was
I'm
think
dealing with
so
women,
non-acceptors
yo.
gonna
when
get
I was
sweet on
young,
thinking and talking like that? Those are
most
the
of the
ones that
women
just,
like men.
hey, Panchito. So
Now a
be
lot
it.
of these women like women because the dudes like because y'all treating them. When I grew up, women like men. Now women talking to women because y'all young dudes don't treat them right. Y'all don't know how to handle a
Well,
woman. You don't know how to talk to
I
a
think
woman. So we driving the women to women. The men are
Bob, I
driving
think
the
you
women
putting
to talk to women.
Bob, I think you're putting a little too much sauce on it, and I'm glad we have these different age groups because I'm somewhere in between, right? You know what I mean? You in your 50s, right? I'm in my early 40s, John in his
Yes,
early
sir.
20s, so I've seen all types of the game. We're gonna get into that too after I play this next clip to tell y'all how the game has changed because I've been, you know, dealing with girls/women since the 90s, and now it's 2026. I can't believe how old I'm getting, but I've seen the transition, man. It's before social media. It's when I had a pager on my hip. I give a girl my pager number. I've been in the game, champ. But I do. I'll say all that to say this. I get what Bob is saying, and I get what Yan is saying. I think the truth is somewhere in between, at least for me. Like, I don't think they're really checking for women because dudes don't know how to treat them. I do think that women were the first to change. And again, I'm not trying to sound sexist. Anyone correct me if I'm on some bullshit. That's why I got different voices up here. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I
yeah.
think the women changed first, and then now the men are finally responding, and that's what's causing the inequality. Like, everyone's standing their ground. Women are like, I want this. And then dudes like Yan, like, I want this. And no one's willing to budge. And I think that's why we had an impasse and why, marriage rates are down,
No, look, hold on.
fertility rates are down. But go ahead. That's just my
No,
take.
I want to say this. I never said I want this. That's just what I expect. This is my thing too. I don't chase nothing that don't want me first. If a woman don't want me, then I'm not gonna want them at the end of the day. So,
That's wise.
if you want me, you gotta follow my protocol. Simple as that. It's just point blank. Period.
Oh
That's
my.
some
Hey,
crazy talk, man.
you
That's
got time
crazy
and you
Honestly,
pushing a
that's
hard
all.
line.
That's
Go
all. That's
ahead,
talk.
all I
Bob.
was.
Anybody, all y'all weigh in on that.
Oh, listen, this is I just and like I said, I'm watching. This is why I tell these young girls. I said if they ever curse at you one time, dump them. If they won't let you watch this, dump them. That's what I tell the girls to dump these guys in a second. I always tell them get rid of him, get rid of him. That's my advice. Get rid of him. He cursed at me. Get rid of him. He won't let me see his social media. Get rid of him. I always tell them that. If they any, I said any respect, get rid of him. So you wouldn't. They would. If they listen to me, you wouldn't be around long. Because for real, that's be my advice. Get rid of them quick. So I don't know. So I guess some of these young girls don't listen, whatever. But I'm telling the young girls, you in charge. You the boss. You don't let them no man disrespect you. Don't let no man be like, how you can't. So that's why I'm telling you, I never let no man do that to me. I said, you know how many men walk around here looking for a woman? Get rid of them. That's why I tell them, get rid of them dudes. Because there's
I
more,
actually agree with
there's so
that.
many
Yan
young
got some
men is
pushback.
losers. Real. Most
No,
of these young men, they don't know how to handle a woman. They want to treat a woman right. They want to cheat. Good. It's bad. There's about 10% high school kids I deal with. I would never tell these girls to talk to. That's the 10% they don't want to talk because they too plain. Yeah, I'm like, you like that dude who got about 4 girls. Just like you like him, all the other ones like him. That's what I tell
Right.
him. So once you go with the
I'm
dude
glad you
over
brought
there,
that
he
up.
ain't got no girls liking him. Why don't you deal with him? Nah, I don't like
But that's
him.
not what they
Okay,
want.
then deal with
That's
him
not what
who
they
got
want,
four
right?
girlfriends.
Exactly. So they're
And
gonna
then
get what
they
they
like
signed
that.
for.
Then
I'm glad you brought
But
that
the
up.
women
thing
that
is,
say
this
have
is what's so sad. Go ahead,
oh,
Kalia.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
one mic. Hey, Shelton, let Jackie go, and I'll pass it to you. Go ahead, Jackie.
oh no, you can let Mr. Shelton go.
All right. I
No,
just
I
wanted
was
one
gonna say
percent.
what's
Go
so
ahead, Shelton.
funny about this conversation is that in his lifetime, Giannis gonna find somebody who's gonna go for the bullshit he putting down. He gonna find somebody that's gonna be with it. That's
Yep,
what's so funny.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
100% true. He gonna find
Well,
somebody.
shout out to him then. If he can find what he's looking for, I can't hate on him, right?
Right.
But yo, um, Jersey Bob, you brought up an interesting point that the girls and ladies, I'm not hating, but correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like, matter of fact, it is like I've been in the game for forever, so I know what it's like. It is like the women want the dudes that all the other women want, definitely, and dude that's really like the dudes that Bob recommends. Okay, he's on his studies, he might be a decent athlete, but he might not have the swag that especially the high school girls at that age are looking for. That's the dude you need to be looking at. That's the better long term prospect. But they want the dude, football captain to play a trope to be cliche with it. They want the dude that all the other women or all the other girls at the high
I
school
And
want.
definitely
So
agree with
that's
that.
not.
And I
can I
I'll
think
say
speak on
that. I'll
that?
put a bow on it. Hold on. That's not a winning strategy because that's inherently competition, right? It's only he can only pick one, and he probably ain't gonna pick one in high school. He's gonna play all five of y'all, and that'll be it. But y'all got it.
Can I speak to that real quick? That's
Yeah.
a fact. Women don't because a lot of women misconstrue themselves. They don't go for uh what they want. They go for what they like. At the end of the day, they respond to certain things. So yeah.
I would like to say I think it's very important for women. I think for me, like I know when a man is really like they're really desired versus when a man tries to put on a facade like they're really desired, because it's a lot of men out here, they'll try to portray themselves as being like, oh, I got all these, and then in reality they like a loser or they don't have that. So I think that's important. Like you gotta really understand, like, do the man actually got bitches who want him for real, or are they just putting on a facade? Because a lot of dudes do that. I'm saying, like, I noticed it. A
But
lot of
that's
dudes
still the
put them.
dudes I want. So
I'm glad y'all
you
waited a
know.
long
Let,
time
let
to
me ask
curse
you a
because
question. Hold on, CJ. Let me ask you a question, CJ. I heard something you said. Let me ask you a question.
all right.
You want the broad that nobody else wants?
No, but I don't
Okay.
judge who I want. Hold on, champ. I'm gonna respond. I don't judge who I want by if everybody else is on her helmet. It's like, oh, all these other niggas are around her, so now I want her. No, I'm looking for what I'm
That's a
attracted
women
to,
tactic.
what I click with. Yeah, that's groupthink. I think women have more
I'm
groupthink.
gonna tell you something that my grandfather told me. You can tell me if you think it's bullshit or not, but I'm gonna tell you what he told me.
CJ,
He
I'm
said,
gonna have
"Nigga,
to go.
if you got a woman, and ain't nobody looking at that woman but you, something ain't right."
That's I mean
Probably, but I'm
I
not
agree with that
basing my
to a certain
attraction
extent.
on that. I think women will base their attraction up front on that. You might think,
All
you
I'm
might
trying to
like
say is
lock down
men
a
do
girl.
exactly the
Hold on,
same
champ.
thing. Men do
Hold on, champ.
exactly the
No,
same fucking
and
thing.
I'm telling you why you're wrong because I don't base my attraction initially going in before I approach a woman on how many dudes are on her, but I feel that women do. If they see a dude being a player, they're like, "What are all these other women seeing him?" I don't do that. But I'll say, okay, after I lock her down, maybe we 6 months in, I'm like, "Damn, why is nobody else really checking for her?" Not that I want dudes to approach. I mean, I'm trying to
No,
lock
that's
it down.
basic.
But hold on, hold
It
on.
ain't gonna take you 6 months,
I would
2
say at that
days.
point maybe I compromised too much. Maybe I was tripping in that moment, but it's not about how much other dudes want her going in when I approach her. That's all I'm saying. Men don't have that type of group think, so I
No,
don't think it's the same.
no,
Shit.
actually, hold on,
Don't
real
believe
quick.
that.
Real quick, I actually agree with Sheldon. I think it is the same, but it's just not to the same extent. I mean, I think it's with women. It's like if I had to put a percentage on it, it's 100%. But if it's men, I say that's probably like 30, 40, 50. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Like, cause let's keep it real. Like every dude want the pretty girl. Every girl want the fly guy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but if I see
yeah,
a pretty bitch, even by my own standards, like I like chicks with glasses. If I see like a bad little chick with glasses, that might be like on the top of my radar. I don't give a fuck if other dudes don't like glasses.
I mean, yeah. That's a fact, dude. That's a fact. So I mean, it's just I think it's the same thing, just to a lesser degree on the men's side.
I don't want nobody that nobody else want. If nobody else want her, I don't want her ass either.
Okay,
I mean,
we cooked real
that's
quick.
cool.
We cooked. We spent almost an hour on this first topic. I got like 20, so I like to make it to 2.
Now,
So I'm gonna pull a
now,
little
now,
clip up.
CJ, you my guy, but CJ, can I just say something real quick? You be using that B word. That's why I tell these young girls.
Oh man.
Bro, I said if they ever call you that, ever. I always tell them that. One time, I say you never should talk to them ever in your life. That's what I always tell them, girl. You guys should stop using that word, man. I'm trying to tell these girls, don't let them disrespect you. Don't let them call you out your name at all. I said that's one thing you should never take from a man, ever.
No, I
But
agree,
they
absolutely.
don't all
I
listen
get
to
it, man.
me.
I wish I was born in the 70s or 60s because I
But
tried
you
to
gotta
respect women.
Never.
reciprocate
I don't
that
disrespect them,
too,
but
because these young girls where you at, Bob, got a bad habit of calling a man out his name.
that's true. Also, they'll call you a B
They got a
before you
bad
call
habit
them
of
a
that
B.
nowadays.
Yeah, some
They'll
Don't
call
Johns,
call
you
me
a
out my
B.
name.
especially them younger Johns, be talking like dudes these days.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't just put it
But
on the young
I
dudes,
actually
Bob.
agree with that
And
though.
these young broads out here got a bad habit of being slick at the mouth and calling a man out his name. Don't do that.
Yeah, I think Bob is a father, so he has a slightly different perspective. I think that he I mean, I know you teach high school, right? But the game has just changed. Like I'm still in it, right? I'm still knee
I
deep in
told
it.
him now.
So I don't just call a woman a B for no reason. I'm sorry, I use it in a colloquial sense, but it's not meant as disrespect. But like I said, a woman will call you a B quicker than you will. But in the interest of the show, since we only did one topic, I'm gonna play this clip, and I want everyone's opinion on this. The title of this is my girl Dee, another content creator that says dating is cooked in 2026. So we're gonna get some men talking shit, some women talking shit, and then I'll be back, get y'all reactions, and I'll follow up on my own. But let's go.
I want to pull up this next clip for you guys because I think this is very important when it comes to the dating market. Many people are stating that dating in 2026 is trash. A lot of people don't see it as necessary to date in this current climate. A lot of men are saying that they're no longer participating in these expensive dates for women, that they're not looking to pay all this money or spend all this money on
Oh, my bad. I gotta say fair use. This is for entertainment and fucking informative persons purposes rather only. Entertainment, information, and commentary. Let's go.
extravagant dates. And then some men are just saying it's just not worth it. And that it's not worth it, that they're having a hard time finding the type of women that they want to take seriously. And now they're just like, they just feel that it's cooked. So I want to play this video of men mostly, and a couple of women, I think, who are talking about the dating scene in 2026 and how they just feel like they're cooked. They don't think that they'll ever be able to find the type of person that they're looking for. And I think that is unfortunate. But I want to go ahead and play what they had to say. Make sure you let me know what you think. All right, I'm in. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. But let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
I'm done dating in 2026. Like, I'm literally done dating. The reason why I'm done dating is because it's too many expectations. It's too many standards. It's too many, if you don't do this, then I'm not doing this. Or if you can't do this, then I don't need to do this. Or it's just too much. I feel like everyone has been hurt. And I feel like everyone is just like, it's
Again, y'all I don't mean to interrupt, but I gotta piece this up. Fair use. Shout out Dee.
it's just too much. I feel like it's too many rules to dating now. Like, it's like if a guy or a woman isn't doing a certain thing, it's like everybody wants to use everyone for money. If you don't want to use everyone for money, everyone's going for looks. Anyone's going for, I just want to have sex, or I just want to casually date. Like, I think I should just stay single forever, because this generation is completely different.
Something that no one ever talks about. When men
Okay. So we can chop this up. That was the initial female perspective. That's something I alluded to earlier. I think people in this generation especially are just too damn selfish they just want what they want. And that's it. Anyone want to speak on that before we keep it going with the clip? Bueller? If not, Keep cooking. So that was the woman's perspective. She says everyone just wants sex or whatever. They're being too selfish, and that's why dating is cooked. Well, let's keep going.
Found out all it takes is $150 for one night with the woman of your dreams.
Okay, now this is wild. I'm gonna let him cook, but that's wild. He said, "Cut out the middleman." He said, "F dating, just pay a flat fee." That's what he said. Y'all got it.
It completely changed the game. It completely changed the game and changed the whole dating pool. I know dudes that was used to want to be a husband and all these kind of things, and now they don't want to go to the gym no more. They don't want to brush their hair. They don't go to church. They don't go nowhere. They don't want to go out. They don't even want to go on dating apps for looking for women. All they want to do is go to work and wait till they check come and take $150 and go find them the woman of their dreams for that night.
If you happen to see me on Hinge, just ignore my page.
Okay, let's stop there. That might be enough. Anyone got anything? So that we got one male and one female perspective of why dating is not working nowadays. The woman said people are selfish, and if you don't want to do exactly what they want, then it's not going to work. I tend to agree with that. Other dude took it to the next level, which I don't do, and said just buy a lady of the night. Essentially, that's what he's alluding to. So I find that interesting. I just point this out. The reason I brought up this clip is to point out the divide that we're experiencing. But anyway, go ahead, y'all. You got something to say?
I was saying what's up to Cookie. But me personally, bro, I don't agree with Dog. He wilding, but I agree with the lady. No, I do agree with the lady, man. It's like a game on both sides nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. It is a game of leverage. It's not about, I say it all the time, it's not about love now, it's about leverage. Whoever has the upper hand, whoever thinks they can make the other person want them more, they think that they win. And in some cases they are, probably in most cases, but it didn't used to be like that, man. Again, I come from the 90s, so I remember when you could be equally interested in a chick and shit just happened organically, but now that the game is very fucked up, it's about leverage. Everyone's trying to have the upper hand. But
who was that dude you had? Where you find that dude at?
It's just her video. I don't know who the dude is. Probably some TikTok dude. I don't know.
But no, I do say that too.
That dude is socially awkward. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what's up with that.
Hey,
but no, I do be saying like I think I was born in the wrong era too. I wish I was a 90s or 80s kid or something like that because I don't know, man. You know, I think I'm from I'm in the wrong generation, especially on the how women is nowadays.
Hey, you carry it kind of like me. Like you push even a harder line than me in some cases, but yeah, pretty much we're pretty aligned in some regards. So I feel you.
How you gonna say dudes don't go out? They don't brush their hair. They don't do this. They don't go to the gym. All they want to do is wait to get paid and go buy a hooker. Let's shut your weird ass up.
Yeah, he tripping. He was tripping. I just want to put that out there. That was funny. The lady, Caleya. Matter of fact, Caleya, Caleya been quiet for a half hour. Go ahead, Caleya.
I kind of agree with what she's saying. Like me, I'm the type of person, I enjoy my lifestyle, but then at the same time, I'm bad at dating, so I really don't know. I just like living my own life. I like living my own life. And that's like going out every day. Like I would have a job. I have 2 jobs, so I work every day. And I'm not really like searching for a partner. So
I understand this. Would you attribute that? And I'm just asking an open question. I'm not accusing you of anything. Do you think part of that is like fear and distrust because shit didn't work out in the past? I would say, and I'll be real, mine is, yeah, I got my guard up. I ain't going because of that. So do you feel like you're in the same boat?
Oh no, I just focus on myself and just do the things I like to do. And my partner will come one day. But I'm not out here like in these Philadelphia streets searching for a partner either.
All right, fair enough. Jackie, you want to weigh in before we continue? I suppose not. Who else we got? Okay, that's everybody. Okay, let's keep cooking.
Hey, hold up. I want to say this to Caleya. Caleya, I get where you're coming from. Because my daughter is 34 and she sounds exactly like you. She says she's way too selfish for me. She want to do what she want to do, when she want to do it, how she want to do it, and she don't want nobody telling her nothing. She'll make her own money. And if she like a dude, she'll deal with the dudes. And when she's tired of them, she get rid of them. That's just the way she is.
Is she
See,
like
that's
stubborn?
not
Is your daughter
what you said.
stubborn?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's stubborn. I could be a little stubborn
If she
too.
says she's stubborn,
Yeah.
yeah, she's very stubborn. Yeah, Larissa is
Yeah.
very stubborn. She gonna do what she want to do, and she make her own money, so it's hard to tell her anything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I tell her, I'd say the same thing to her. She talked to me about it. I'm like, baby girl, when he come along, he gonna come along. You just ain't met him yet. When you meet him, all that other stuff you talk about you ain't gonna do, you're gonna be doing it. You just haven't met him yet.
You could be correct. I never thought about it like that.
I hope it's not on my end, but we're getting some cutting out. But we're gonna continue. But Shelton, I will say, I mean, that's your daughter, but I don't think that's the formula for a successful long-term relationship, which you ain't gonna do. I said that earlier, but we're gonna keep cooking. That's nothing personal.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
I'm just there to be
all I'm
nosy. That's
expressing
it. I
is,
ain't really.
I agree with you 100%.
Champ, let me cook. Let me play the clip.
All I'm
Let me play
expressing
the
is
clip.
that she doesn't care. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, she don't care right now, but I think that will change with time. But let's keep rolling with the clip. I appreciate your input.
Trying to get into no situation. I'm just there to see what's going on in the streets. I just don't feel like dating. That's my thing. Like, I don't feel like going on dates and this and that. And it's not like I think that the dating scene is a huge dumpster fire, this and that. There's no good people out there. I think there's great people out there. There's great companions, great partners, and all that out there. I truly believe that. I got faith. But I just don't feel like doing the whole courtship. I don't feel like doing that at all. So honestly, I probably should just delete my profile on there, but I like being nosy. And like, I just don't feel like sitting down, planning a date out. I don't feel like getting there, coming up with a bunch of questions. And I sit there with my little silly ass life story telling you, yeah, I joined the army. Yeah, I don't drink. No, I don't have kids. Like, I don't feel like sitting there doing that over and over and over. Like, having to think. I don't feel like doing it. I don't got the energy.
This is why I don't.
Okay, we can keep that there. But I wanted to play that last one because dudes are tired of putting in effort. You got it. You could hear the fatigue in his voice and his body language. Like, I ain't trying to fucking keep taking women out and tell them the same story over and over. Yes, where I'm from. Da, 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 da. I feel them at my age. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm still open to a relationship, but it does get tiring. And I mean, you breaking bread every time if you really take a chick out. If it's not Netflix and chill, you breaking bread, and you get no guarantee. Not that I'm looking for a guarantee, but again, reciprocation. But I just wanted to play that. This dude is tired of the game. Look like he's in his late 30s. Like I said, I'm in my early 40s, so he's like the same stage as me. And dudes, people in general are just tired. So if no party, I'll put a bow on it with this. If neither party is willing to put in the effort, then shit ain't gonna work, man. It's gonna be less marriages, less relationships, it's less of that kind of activity in general is the way I see the trend going. But I'll pass the mic to whoever wants to grab it before we move on to the next one. Bueller? Okay, I'll carry it. Yeah, like I said, it's all about reciprocation. I'll tell a chick, we got to be on the same page. If the page you're reading isn't titled us, you're going to get left in the dust because I'm not going for any one way type situation where I'm putting in all the work and she just there looking to receive. So, okay. That's cool. Next up, let me see the most interesting topic I got up here.
You said that you tell a chick that y'all got to be on the same page. Is that what you said?
Yeah, if the page you're reading ain't entitled us, I'm gonna leave you in the dust. Because if it's all about you, I'm through. I just came up with that one on top of my head, but yeah, it's got to be a collective.
The thing is, in this day and age, people got to understand that you're not gonna find all that out. Well, you ain't gonna find out what page she's on by texting all day or swiping left and right. You got to get out and meet people and talk to them.
I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, so let's transition into that. Damn, I wish Jackie was still up here. But you brought up a great point about these goddamn dating apps and how we used to fucking only way to approach a woman or a girl was in person in my era. So, damn, we only got Caleya. So Caleya, I'm gonna let you lead off. Have you? And I'm not trying to dig. I'm not trying to pry. I just want to know your background, your how much knowledge you got. You ever used a dating app?
In my mid-20s, I think I used to dating it, but not in the
Okay,
last like 9, 10 years now.
I feel you. I'm pretty much on the same page. I prefer in person, uh, most of all. I did well at softball because that was something I like to do. You know, you already have a shared interest, and you're both out there being physical. It's a lot of fun. So that's where I had the most success. But let me ask you this: um, how do you feel about dating apps as opposed to being approached in person? How would you compare the two?
I would rather be approached in person. I wouldn't get on the dating app and then meet somebody because it's very, very dangerous nowadays. People are like dying of meeting people on apps. So I wouldn't do that.
I understand women being cautious, but I hate that. Again, I don't want to pay for the sins of the last man. I know I'm not fucking crazy, so why I got to be treated like by default like I'm a threat? I don't like that. I don't appreciate that, but I get it. I mean, your
Yeah,
safety is more paramount than my opinion of you protecting yourself. But I don't like it, and it puts a bad taste in my mouth if a chick is already, when I used to meet him on dating apps, if he already has her guard up, like I'm gonna harm her or something like this. Why are you even? Sorry, Jersey Bob told me to watch the B word. Woman, why are you even talking to me if you think I'm a threat to you? Right? That doesn't make sense to me. You can't have it both ways. But okay, cool. I want to get a woman's perspective. Yayan, have you used them? I'm not sure if the younger generation is even on them, like I was 10 years
Uh,
ago.
no, I never used that a dating app in my life.
Okay, that's interesting. I thought the young people would be the only ones on them because I know I'm not on them.
Me
And
look, maybe they use because I was just talking to one girl that said she be using that shit. But me personally, bro, I like to go out in person, man. Like I like just seeing a John. Like if I think she decent or whatever, I'll just go talk to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of guy.
okay, cool. Let me address something in the chat real quick. You see the title of the stream was relationship goals, so I don't know why you're pulling up expecting boxing. We talk boxing fucking 9 out of 10 of the streams I have. And this is the only day. Tuesday is the only day I'll be talking about BS. You see the channel, boxing and BS. So right now we're talking some BS, we're talking relationship shit. And actually these do the most numbers out of anything. So don't hate on the content, champ. You want to come back tomorrow when we talking boxing again? Cool. Or peep yesterday's stream, but don't tell me what the fuck to talk about. It's my channel. Anyway. Um, y'all got it. And there's some other troll in the chat. That's cool. I'm not entertaining dudes that don't tell the truth. I'll just put it like that. I know what you're alluding to, certified, but if one side is just gonna lie about the other and say you work at Radio Shack when you're an engineer and just try to discredit you off top. I mean, how can I counter argue that? Just say, nuh-uh, I know what my life is. You're lying. I mean, that's just weak. So if he wants to troll, if he wants to take more time from being a father to his son that play with me on AI, then that's his choice. Personally, I'll be looking after my loved ones, but hey, if you want to ride his dick, feel free. Anyway, let's keep cooking. We got about 45 more minutes. So, Yaya, I'll pose a question to you. Sometimes I'm not, I'm sure if you ran into both sides yet. I have definitely. Uh, if you're too willing to compromise, so you brought up compromise earlier, right? Or somebody did. If you're too willing to compromise, a woman might say you're too nice, right? And we know what that means. It means she wants you to be more assertive, be a man, and put your foot down. But when you do, they might say, especially nowadays, they might say you're too controlling. So have you encountered both sides of that, and how do you interface with that? What would you prefer to be referred to as? Too nice?
Uh, well, I have encountered both. Honestly, and honestly, that's probably kind of what made me adapt this sort of mindset because I was getting that a lot when I first really started dating the too nice shit. So, um,
Interesting. Listen, ladies. It's not that dudes just start out fucking going hard as fuck. It's just enough bad interactions trying to be the nice guy might change you, and you're like, well, shit. being virtuous and getting the results. So maybe I'll push a harder line. Go ahead, Yayan.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, neither. You don't want to be neither, but yeah, I'd rather be the controlling guy. Yeah, just at the end of the day, just yeah.
Facts. I'd rather be the asshole than the pushover. I'm right there with you. OG, quadruple OG Shelton, you want to speak on that? Okay, he's out. Caleya, you got your mic
What
on.
you say,
You got an
homie?
opinion?
What you say,
Okay,
homie?
I'll go Shelton. I said, have you ever run into the dichotomy? And again, you're from a different generation, so maybe it was, different back then, or what you're, doing right now. But I've heard women say in the beginning, my mom told me go out there and be a gentleman, right? I was too nice. And then once I said, well, this shit ain't working, they said, sometimes you're too controlling. Would you rather be considered too nice or too controlling? And how do you just view that dynamic? Is there a middle ground? What would you rather do?
Well, when I was young, in my 20s, the time I was around, and in my late 30s when I first got out, I did what I wanted to do. And what you said earlier was my mantra. Either you're going to get on this train. If you're not on this train, get off the tracks because you'll get ran over if you don't.
There you go. Okay. And then?
When I was young. As I've gotten older and wiser, I realized that I have a hard enough time keeping my shit together. I ain't got time to worry about your shit. We gonna do what we do. If we can't get along, one of us gonna get on. Because I'm not in the business of keeping people who don't want to be kept.
Definitely not.
That's a fact.
I don't keep people who don't want to be kept. This is the way I do things. This is the way I like things set up. This is how I'm living. If you can fit into that, cool. If you can't, go find somebody you can fit in with. Because at this age now, I'm not going to change for nobody. It's my way or no way. But I'm married, so I'm really the wrong person.
Hold on, Sheldon. I was just saying all this 20, 30 minutes ago. You was disagreeing. What's up?
No, because you ain't in the position to do that. You 20-some years old. You ain't even found nobody.
You don't know. Hold on, real quick. You don't.
Listen.
Let me tell you. Hold on, bro. You don't know what position I'm in.
Let me explain something to you. If you're thinking like that now, you're never gonna find anybody to even want to blend in with you. With these little bras that's out here today, these little bras think they bosses. Two bosses can't live in the same house.
Can't be two kings in one castle.
Two kings can't live in the same castle. And some of these bras are so masculine.
You don't know what position I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Just to be fair.
I don't have to know what position you're in. I know you're 23 years old, and I've been on this planet doing this shit way longer than you.
Okay, sure.
I've been 23. You've never been 60.
All right, go ahead.
I've been 23, 22, whatever you are. You've never been 60. I've seen more than you. I'm just giving you life experience. We don't have the same opinion, but you can't have that opinion when you're trying to. Are you trying to be in a relationship, or you just want to be single? That's the question I should have asked Michelle.
You said what?
Do you want a long-lasting, loving relationship, or right now do you just want to be single?
I mean, yeah. What? Yeah, I would, if I could get in a relationship right now, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, but you can't. You're not. I'm just telling you what I know. Not some shit I heard about, Yayan. Not some shit I read in the book. I'm telling you what I know. If you telling people at 23 years old and you try to get with somebody your age, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and this what you gonna do. It ain't gonna work, young brother. It ain't gonna work. Not in this day and age. It ain't gonna work.
You pushing a hard line. He said he's cool without it. I'm kind
these bras ain't coming off the cotton field. And these bras have been raised by single mothers. They've been raised by single mothers who've been telling them all day long that they don't need no man.
I mean, yeah, I get it. But me personally, bro, like I was saying, I'm gonna forget what I was gonna say. Fuck it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you can't. If you try to catch somebody, you're not gonna catch them like that. You catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, yeah, like again, if I could get in a relationship right now, like, I'm not necessarily looking for it, but you saying if it come along, I'm not gonna deny it. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Right. And like I said earlier, more than likely, what's so sad about this whole conversation is you're gonna find somebody who's gonna be willing to put up with whatever you put down.
Hopefully, shit. That's not sad.
They're gonna like you that much.
Yep,
They're gonna like you that much.
See, I'm gonna just say I ain't had no trouble with them so far. So, so much.
You're not, because but let me ask you this: in your years, 23, 22, whatever it is, have you ever been cheated on?
I don't know. That's my knowledge.
Not that I know of. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't know. Maybe.
There you go.
Not that I know of.
You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy to say that. That's what you know of. Because these young brothers is different, man. They different. They different these days.
Absolutely. So Shelton, I didn't even realize you was married. Okay, so it's a great question. And you have the daughter, correct? You have one daughter?
Yeah, my one daughter. She's 34. She'll be 35 in June 25th.
Okay, so this is a question for you and Caleya because I can't even speak on it. It's about okay, well, let me ask you this before I go. Shelton, the daughter you have now, is it with your current wife? Did you have it together or was it different?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you can't, but maybe hypothetically as a parent you could. But Caleya, not to put your business in the street, but I want to ask you about co-parenting. So let's say you enter a new relationship, right? What level of communication do you feel is appropriate to have with your ex while you have a new man? Say he moved in, y'all are really locked down, playing house, all that. What level would you communicate with your co-parent, your ex, within that dynamic?
So for me, I'm honest about it. I talk to my baby father every day. We talk every day. So I don't know how that would happen. Like what would happen.
And you think? Do you think the new man should be that's living with you? Mind you, it's not like you're dating, not just doing whatever casually. The new man that's living with you now, say you've been seeing each other for 6 months. You think he should be cool with you talking to your ex on the daily? Do you think that's acceptable?
Yeah, I do.
The other men, before I weigh in,
If you talk to your ex every day, you ain't never gonna have no man. Because ain't no man that got respect for himself gonna put up with that.
I agree with that.
If you gotta talk to that nigga that much, if you gotta talk to that nigga that much, go be with him.
I agree with that, but can we say this too? If you are willing to, if you want that woman that bad that got the child, that's just something you gotta deal with. If not, I agree with Sheldon. You get exactly.
Yeah.
Ain't no grown man that's not in his business gonna put up with it. You can't sit up in the house with me talking to another man every day. You can't sit in the house with me talking to another man every day.
Shelton, I agree, but we got to keep the stream on track. Let Caleya go. She has a lighter voice. Go ahead.
So, does the person have a child, or is like the person who I'm supposed to be talking to, does he have a child?
I mean, maybe, who knows?
If he don't have a child, it's different. But if he does have a child, I feel like he should be at least talking to his baby mom or his child every day.
Every day?
His child,
yes.
My ex, he talked to his kids, because he has 6 kids, and their moms every day.
Yeah, he sounds like a attentive father, so I'm not mad at that.
So let me ask this. So if the roles were reversed, would you be okay with your man talking to his baby mama every day?
Yeah, he did. He talked to his baby mama every day. He made sure his kids got home because he had 2 daughters. So he made sure his kids got home, made sure they ate.
Oh, well, you different. Okay. Well, you different. Because most women is not going for that.
Yeah, we talk.
No.
I used to be like in the same room. He'd be talking to his baby mom, making sure his kids got lunch money and different things. Or like if they
now is this your most? I'm just curious. Is this your most recent ex?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now I understand.
And is that the context of you guys' conversations every day? Is the kid okay? Does the kid need this? Does the kid need that? What else do y'all talk about?
No, we talk about my son. We probably be on the phone for like 10, 15 minutes. Make sure he got home from school. Make sure all his homework done. Make sure he got his uniform, sneakers. Make sure
that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear most of the conversation. let me say this. It only takes 10 seconds within the midst of that to say, "Hey, I'm gonna slide through on Friday after work. Keep it tight."
No, 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 no. I get
But
what
you're
you're
not laying
saying.
up.
No,
But what
not
I'm
like
saying
that.
is, you're not laying up talking to this dude while y'all winding down. Maybe at just ate dinner, y'all watching TV, and you on the phone talking to this dude. You're not doing
No,
that,
no,
right?
not like that. He just make sure my son was
Okay.
fine, make sure everything. And then the city of Philadelphia is dangerous. Make sure like
Right.
ain't
Very
nobody,
good.
ain't nobody at the back door. Make sure the cameras on the house before you go to sleep. Make sure the
Right.
doors
Right. Right.
locked.
I
It's
get
not.
that. I get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, Caleya. I wish Jackie was up here. That's what I planned on, but I guess we took a little long. But since you're the parent up here, does the new man, the new partner, so to speak, the new significant other, get the same respect as the father?
Cause my son, he's a teenager, so I'm not sure how to answer that. Like my ex, he never punished my son. He never really like yelled at my son. He never disciplined my son or anything like that. So I'm not sure. I can't
Do
really
you
So
think
you
answer
that
did
that.
was
all that.
positive that he
Yeah,
didn't discipline your son, or a negative?
it was a positive because my child's father doesn't live that far from me. So if something was to happen, I would be like, call your dad or something. Like one time my son got into a fight at school. I had to go get him. I like dropped my son off at his dad's house because we all live in the same area. So my
So
new man, he never had to discipline my son now.
that's
But
what
your
I was
son's a good
getting
kid,
to.
right? He's a real
Yeah,
good kid, correct?
my son's a good kid. He never got into any like crime or anything like that.
That's what
Okay.
I get into. Let's say hypothetically. I know it's going to be hard for you to imagine because I've seen your shorts with your kid. He seems like well
Yeah.
behaved and shit, mild mannered. But hypothetically, let's say he was wilding out. Let's say he got I don't know, he got caught fighting at school. Okay, let's not take it to the extreme. He just got caught fighting at school. You got a new man. You're all living together. And he finds out. The school calls him. He happens to pick up the phone. Let's say it's the fucking 90s. Y'all got a house phone. It's take stay with me. Kid gets in trouble fighting at school. He calls the house. The new man in the house picks up, and then the kid walks through the door. Would the new man be allowed to discipline him without,
Yeah.
like
No,
he might wait for you to get home, right? But he explains the situation to you. Would he be
no, no,
allowed to discipline your son without verifying it, without having to check in with the father, the biological father?
No.
no, because he could just say, "Go to your dad house." Your school called, "Go to your dad house." My son could just
Okay,
go to
what
his
if
dad.
he's paying 100% of the bills in the house?
No, it's not his child. Why would the new man want to discipline my child?
It
Because
doesn't
he
matter. That
hold
doesn't
on. Let
matter,
me
CJ.
Elton,
That
I'm
don't
gonna
matter.
let you go. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
let you
don't.
go.
Yeah.
Give me 10 seconds. Because if he's providing financially for that child and essentially protecting that child, because again, if the boogeyman jumps through the window, you don't want him to just save you and let your child be sacrificed, right? So you're expecting him to put his life on the line for the child, and he's paying all the bills for the child's, while he's there in your house, the child's well-being, feeding them, giving him housing, clothes, and all that shit. But he can't discipline him when he's out of pocket, especially as a teenager.
No,
I think that's reasonable to expect. Like if I'm gonna let me say this, I'm gonna go on it with this. If I'm gonna put myself in that situation, I would expect to have all the authority that comes with the responsibility because I'm being responsible, right? I'm holding the house down like the father should be, but I don't have the authority. I got to send him to another man or ask another man's permission to lay down discipline in my own house that I'm paying everything for. I think that's a little bit unreasonable. I understand. Again, I'm not a parent. I
yeah, you're
understand your
not a
perspective.
parent.
Like,
You wouldn't
I
understand. No,
understand
So,
you saying you can't put hands on my child because it's not yours. But if I'm taking care of this motherfucker, not to call your son
but
anyone's child a
let me say
motherfucker,
this,
if I'm
CJ. Let
taking
me say
care of
this.
everything, I think I should
That
have
only
that leeway.
applies.
Go ahead, Coach.
That
if the
only
child's
applies
father's
if
not
the
there.
father is absent. If the
Yeah.
father's absent, that
Mm-mm.
applies. What you talking about? If
Yeah.
the father is as active in the child's life as Caleya says her son's father is, no, you don't touch that kid. You call his daddy. Yeah, your
Mm-hmm.
boy got into a fight. Then you kicked him out of school. He here. You want him to go to your house now? You gonna come pick him up? That's the only interaction you have because that dude is active. He's there. He's doing everything for that kid, and he's paying child support. Am I right, Caleya?
No, because we do 50-50. So my son goes to his dad's house, whatever he do there, and then whatever he do here, I pay for it.
Right. But I'm
Because he
saying
goes
that's
over
y'all
there.
thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's y'all thing.
Yeah.
This dude that's living with her ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
He paying his way
I don't think I
in
can go,
his
man.
in his spot.
I'm going.
He paying his way in his spot. Everybody got to pay their own way. Every tub got to
Oh,
sit on
not
his
his
own
way.
bottom.
I'm saying 100% situation. You come in,
That's
she
his
already
spot.
has
If
a
it's his
child.
spot, that's what he's supposed to do. And if you take her in and you take that child in, but the father is active, you don't mess with that man's kids because you don't want nobody putting their hands on your kids.
Yeah. It's because you don't have a child. Like my son, he
Yeah.
get to go to their house anytime he wants to. Like he'll go over there for like a week on end, and he'll come here. So it's not like he's not around. He's around. He always been around.
Now, if you've been taking care of that kid for like 8-9 years while this nigga been in the penitentiary, and then he get out the pen talking about he want to be daddy, no, that don't work. I've been taking care of this little nigga while you was locked up. I did everything for him.
You gotta be a little nigga.
So if you got such a problem with me disciplining your son, then come get him.
Yep.
Come get him.
All right.
And if she told you it was okay for you to have a say in what's going on in my house, you can come get her too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. Let me welcome my man Smoke to the stage. He is a parent, so good perspective. You been hearing us chop it up, Smoke?
I just heard this.
Okay, we'll speak on it. I was saying, yo, if I'm footing the bill, let me do the intro real quick and I'm gonna let you go. If I'm footing the whole bill and your son, your daughter, whoever, 1, 2 children, 3 children, are staying with me, I reserve the right to enforce discipline in my own house. But hey man, I'm not a parent.
All right.
Go
So
ahead.
I'm a parent.
Yeah.
And my oldest daughter is not by the woman that I'm with now, but her mother is. I don't even know. Like inactive is a fucking understatement.
Okay.
You understand what I'm telling you? Like understatement. So what I'm saying is that, like, on the flip side, do I allow the woman that I'm with and building another family with and bring her into it? Do I allow her to discipline my daughter and not around, or like do I'm like, hey, you ain't spoke to your mother in damn near 8-9 years, and she free. She chooses not to look for you. Chooses not to have social media, so you can't find her. Like you gotta. It's a whole process to find her. So like, I don't know about coming from single mom side, but single dad. At them ages, like I had her from 6 till she was grown. She's 23 now.
Mm. Okay.
There's gonna be things I got no clue of that she going through. That the same woman that she fighting will be the same one that she go to. At that stage, I gotta step back.
I see. So you were willing to allow that discipline because you couldn't. There were certain things you couldn't do, and because
Can't do her hair.
Yeah,
her mother definitely not in. I can't do her hair when it comes to these emotions and these, that monthly friend that come through, the pains that come through with that, what you take, how you do, the same person she was. I with is the same person that made sure she got through that, graduated high school and everything. So at a certain point, you can be like, I see in the chat, stepdad better not touch my child. If stepdad pay for your damn child, then you're bad as hell.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to have
like,
some kind of authority. Don't just, I can't be out there like that. Yeah, Panchito said, he got a bunch of kids. Shout out my man Panchito, but he said, yeah, stepdad better not touch my kids. I get that, the pride as a man, but I mean, that nigga's holding it down, then, hey, that comes with the territory to me. If I was in that position, I would want some authority. Not that I'm just going to abuse fucking somebody's kid, but it's like, I'm there to be the father figure to show them some discipline, right? So I should be allowed to do that. Otherwise, I got my nuts cut off, basically, and I can't enforce
Man,
anything.
listen.
And
Hey, look.
kids, especially real quick, kids, especially as they get older, are going to pick up on that. Like, oh, you can talk a lot of shit, you can yell at me, but you can't lay nothing down. You can't enforce no punishment. So I think they pick up on that. Kids ain't stupid. But y'all ain't go ahead.
No, look, and this is why I say, me personally, from myself, this is why I gotta choose the right woman, because it just gotta work out. Cause I'm definitely gonna be the type to be like, nah, like don't have no dudes around my kids. I'm definitely gonna be that type. So whoever I settle down with, I just hope it work out. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so for your sake
Now,
too,
see, if
champ.
you do
It
that,
ain't that
right?
easy,
Now,
but I hope so.
here's the thing. Here's the thing with that, right? Because I got, like, literally, I know two guys. They got 18 kids between them. If
Damn.
they ain't want no dudes around any of their kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you just asking, like, that's the same as
unreasonable.
you trying to control a woman from behind the wall. It just ain't finna happen. If you not finna be there with her, you chose. Listen to me. As much as they say women this, women that, you chose to procreate. You ain't pull out. You dropped.
Right.
You shot up the club. You loaded the washing machine. Whatever happens, happen. Now, you ain't choosing to stay with her, or at least get a minimum 50-50 or full custody. Bro, you in a slippery slope, and you in a game that a lot of you don't find out. I don't care how old you are, you find out too late.
Too late. Okay.
Trust me, you do. Too late.
Yeah,
I'm dealing with
absolutely.
it right now. No, the kid that I take care of every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta pay restitution because I was taking off child support. State didn't like that. So they remain in balance. Here they come. For their little, you know what I'm saying? For their little $2,000.
Bro. Yeah, shout out to
Like,
you,
bro,
man,
once
for holding it
you
down.
get tied up into the state, just saying, bro, once you get tied up into the state, bro, you're playing a slippery slope, man. Like, and then you not with her.
Hey,
you gonna
the game
try to
is
tell
fucked up.
her who she can have.
Right.
The game, listen, once you then don't play
it. yeah. Essentially. That's all you
then
can
don't
do.
play it.
I'm
You
still 1
understand?
foot in, 1 foot out, but no, I feel you, champ. Once you get locked down, like you said, with the state, man. I mean, granted, mine was just a divorce, but I had to pay. I had to come out of pocket. So you sign that contract or have children with her, and you locked in, champ. And you got to just take what comes with it, take the consequences. So I feel you. Yo, shout out to my man Smoke for spreading the wisdom. He's still got like a single man mindset, but he been through it. So yeah, he been through everything. Shout out Smoke.
I just know, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I just like listen.
that's what's up. Okay.
We
about to put a.
I know maybe one, like, no, I'm like, I don't know nobody. Everybody, nah. Anyway, like, when I start naming my friends, bro, if I could just name kids and baby moms, and the ones that they not with, bro, you would be like, you have a legit. I have a football team and the practice squad.
Oh, damn. Okay, yo, I'm gonna go in like this, man. And I don't condone it. I might make a different decision nowadays, but I had 2 opportunities to be a father, like, if you understand what I'm saying. And we didn't take it there. Some was my choice, some was her choice. Obviously, you can't force a woman to do anything she doesn't want to do with her body. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I dodged a bullet because she would have been a terrible mother. But then, getting 42, and I could still do it, and I think I still will be able to do it. But maybe I could have been a younger father. That's all. But I just tried to be responsible with my shit. And again, I'm not sure I'll make the same decision again. But that's just my perspective. I'm not shitting on anyone. Hopefully, nobody's shitting on me. But that's the choice that, at least one of the choices I made at the time. But
What's the
so I don't
question?
know. I
What
don't
was
know
the
nothing
question?
about. It wasn't a question. I was just giving my anecdote about how I could have been a father a couple times, but it
Oh,
didn't
okay,
work out
okay,
so
okay.
well. But
Yeah.
no, Smoke was saying, I think his overall point was that he would let the current woman he's with, I believe they're married, but either way, in a long-term relationship, that he has more kids with now, discipline the daughter he had with another woman because she's absent. You feel me? And she ain't holding it down, and the new mother is doing much
Well,
more
that was
for
the
him.
whole point
And
of
I think,
our talk, CJ. If the dude
but I
ain't
think that's
been
fair.
there, yeah, if the dude ain't been there, he has no say. But like Caleya was saying, if the dude is there, like her baby daddy is there, you don't get in that. You stay out of that. Ain't got nothing to do with you.
It does though,
He
but
got a
we
father.
could leave it there. We could leave it there.
But
Hey, yo, real
how?
quick, shout out my man Clarence in the chat. No Duck Zone. Yo, you pop up on every stream, man. I appreciate the support. My East Coast brother. You come with your West Coast brother, you be my East Coast brother.
That's a
And
slippery
why?
slope right there, man. Because this, as being a man, as being a man, I get that he got a daddy, but as being a man and being a provider, and now with you, and to be with you on some real shit, to be with you, your son
Hey, real
got
quick, I don't know if that's you, Shelton, but we got some major background. I'll mute you real quick and let Smoke Land. We got some background, some feedback.
I ain't got no background. You must hear the cars.
Yeah, like all I'm saying, like that's a slippery slope. Like I was just like I'm talking to a guy like what you're talking about. I talked to a guy about it, and he got a child with a woman. She's married. Whenever he has a problem with her, he goes to it's a slippery slope because he's lucky because the daughter don't like she's not one of them like bucking child, but it's a slippery slope, man. Like what you're playing with that because you got an active father, but then you got an active stepfather. Like to be truthfully honest with you, double the discipline, double the man.
No, because you gotta listen to what she said. She said when her son is at home, she pays for everything. When her son is with his father, he pays for everything. You, my man, you don't pay for shit. You don't do shit for him. You don't pay for shit for him. That's not your purview. You're overstepping yourself.
That's cold.
Now that man.
No. That's cold.
Yes.
That is ice fucking cold.
Yes,
like,
that's what she said. I'm telling you. Look, listen, Smoke. I'm telling you what the lady said. I'm not there. I'm just telling you what she said.
I get what she said. I'm telling you, that's ice cold because I have no relationship with the child of the woman that I plan to be with. I have no relationship with him. Like,
yo, real quick, Smoke, I'm gonna let you land, but Shelton, I'm not muting you for no reason, just for the quality of the show. You do have the feedback, man. Yeah, thank you. Just unmute when you talk. Go ahead, Smoke.
I have no connection with him. When I'm saying I don't think that she would even fuck with you like that on that type of level if she didn't think that her most prized possession in the world would be safe around you. But
in your hands, exactly. She got to trust your judge. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a there's a boundary around them to where like I'm just supposed to just be like, I just love you. And as a man, as a real fucking man, a protector, a provider, that can hurt because like it'll put a split between if he has a child with you and then now he only has to worry about his child. That may bring some resentment that he don't even know that that's how you want it. It's a slippery slope all the way around.
No, it's not. Because if you the man that you're talking about, you that guy, and you provide for his mother, and you doing everything you're supposed to do as a man in that house, that young man is gonna ask you things. He's gonna come to you with certain things because daddy's not living there. You can give him advice. You could be like a friend to him. but you ain't supposed to be trying to discipline him. He get that from his daddy. Discipline is on his daddy because his daddy is there every day. She said she talked to that man every day. He talked to his son every day. So far as disciplining, that ain't got nothing to do with you. But teaching him things and giving him advice, he asks you a question, you answer it.
Wait.
But you don't discipline that man's child. Because that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem for you.
No.
That's going to be a problem for you.
No. That's why you just keep talking. I do not have to put my hands on you. I do not have to yell at you to be able to discipline you. It's a slippery fucking slope. If you want me to give you what I have learned and what I have experienced, and you want me to project that onto you when you ask me for it, if you can't listen to me when I say, I don't think you should do that, or you can't do that, oh, you ain't my daddy, then I ain't got no fucking advice for you. It go both ways.
Word up. See, I'm pushing.
So it's a slippery slope. I don't have to get the belt and spank you. I don't gotta
Who
yell
the fuck
at
said
you.
he's gonna say that? Nobody said he said you ain't my daddy. Nobody said that. You just put that in there.
It's always a possibility. No one ever said it to me.
It's a slippery slope, bro. It's a slippery.
And you deal with it, and you deal with it accordingly when it get there. If the nigga ever says you ain't my daddy, cool. You're right.
Hold on. No, and hold on. You want all the benefits of me being your dad, but none of the consequences when you fuck up.
Speak on it.
It's a slippery slope, no matter how you look at it. The stepdad is on pins and needles all the time, no matter what. He don't know if he's gonna get it from the dad or the mom. It's a slippery fucking slope, bro. It's not easy.
You just said the stepdad is on pins and needles at all times in his house?
Yeah, if you don't have the authority to do shit,
then he ain't no man. Because he ain't no man. Now, that man can come and discipline his son. That's his son. They talk every day. The girl, Caleya, just explained that part. They talk every day. So the father is present. Oh, listen, hold on. Let me finish. The father is present. But if you living in my house, you gonna go by my rules. I ain't gotta beat you. I ain't gotta put my hands on you. But you will get out of my house. If I ain't your daddy, cool. Bet that. I'm not your daddy. Go live with him. And if she got a problem with it, you can go live with him too.
Yeah, that's the only recourse you really would.
In my house, my rules. At the daddy house, you do what you want. But if you stay in here, you gonna do what I tell you to do, or you gonna get out of here. Period. There is no middle ground.
Peep game. And Caleya, you've been. I appreciate you being the female presence, but you've been quiet, and we got like less than 13 minutes left before I got to wrap it up. Put a bow on it. So I want your opinion on this. Let's say, again, this hypothetical situation. I'm holding it down. You know what I mean? 100% of the bills, right? Y'all both living under my roof, full time. Not your situation where you got split custody. I know it might be hard to put yourself in that, but just roll with me. Your son is with us full time. I'm paying all the bills, and then he gets in some trouble, a little scuffle at school, and me and the biological father disagree on whether discipline should be enforced at all or not. He's just like, oh, boys will be boys. I'm like, nah, he was slanging a little ecstasy in the bathroom. I gotta get on his helmet. I gotta do something. How would you feel about the stepdaddy paying all the bills or the biological father? Who would have the authority in that position if they disagreed on whether the kid should be disciplined at all or not? Now, I'm not saying, either the stepdad disciplines him or the dad. I'm saying the stepdad says, yeah, I need to get on his fucking helmet. Excuse the cursing. And the biological dad says, no, it's all good. Let him do his thing. How would you feel in that situation? I know it's a tough question and it's no clear answer, but I'm just curious how you would feel in that situation.
For me, I wouldn't really be able to answer that question because my situation is different. Because my son he goes.
No, I'm not talking about everybody else.
Yeah, he goes to his dad's house or he comes here. So you have to ask somebody.
Well, yeah, that's why I said hypothetically. I know it's not your situation, but could you think of it hypothetically though? Just what if?
Because I think that if it was my baby father the way he is, you guys will be tough. Y'all will be fighting, and I wouldn't want that to happen.
So you gotta fight. You got to
Yeah,
fight
he's
the
from the.
biological father to discipline his child. That is someone
Yeah, because
else's
you're
child.
saying like
That's wild to me.
ecstasy, and then you're paying all of
No.
that. I can't put myself in that kind of situation because
I
that's
know
not the
your
way I
kid would never
live.
do that. I'm talking about just
Yeah,
whatever
that's what
hypothetical,
I'm
something that really requires the hammer to be brought down. But then the biological father is like, "Hey, man, it ain't that big a deal. I used to fuck up."
Yeah, because I would be like, if he was selling
Dad,
drugs in the bathroom, I would tell my
for
son
him
he
to
has to
have
go
to
live with his
come over.
dad. He has to go live with his dad because I
As
wouldn't know
if
what to
Oh,
do
I
if
would
you
my
fuck
son was
your
okay? Then
selling
you
dad,
would
I'm
get him
letting
drugs.
out.
go.
Yeah, if he's
Interesting.
selling drugs in the city
With
of
the damn,
Philadelphia,
trying to say,
I'm slanging.
like,
No, I'm not anymore. Go ahead.
I'm not trying to say, put your hands on them, yell at them, just like, but have some authority so that they just don't. I gotta come over here. I'm not talking about to her on like and to the queen in the on the panel in the chat. They get out of line, or she feel like they get out of line. It may not be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Call you, you gotta run over there, right?
Yep.
and another thing too, my baby father, I feel like he'll take me to court. So
Like
if y'all would have got into it, I feel like
to
he'll
go
be
over
at the
there.
courthouse. He be filing custody papers. He be like, nope,
Like it's
you
gotta
But
guys.
you
be
never
like
know how
I
far
can
that
see
might
like
go. You asking two grown
something
men to
crazy.
go to war, basically. That's crazy.
Because I don't think that he's not going to allow you to sit up in his son's face and be going back and forth. So if he was selling ecstasy or drugs, that means that the drugs will be in the house. Because how would he get the drugs to school every day?
Oh, there are
No,
ways.
I'm
Like,
not
And I don't think.
asking them to go to war. They have to have an understanding.
I feel like his father would be like, we going to court.
Anything other than that suspension, still, let's say you at work, they can't reach you. They can't reach dad. He got all the
mm-hmm.
responsibility
I can't hear. It
of
might be my
dad.
phone.
Is the shit glitching out? Yeah, I'm about to wrap this up. I'm hearing some glitching too, but no, I hear what Smoke is saying. Basically, he's saying got all the responsibility. You can't do shit in his own house. We ain't going for that. I understand that's your child, but
None
it's
of
something to
the
think about because
But
and
see, that's why
put
I
a
feel
bow on
like
this.
people with kids should date people with
if it
kids.
happens, it happens. I'm gonna call his dad. Texas
If it
All right,
happens,
call
what
him
happens?
up.
I feel like you should tell my son to
that hey,
leave.
hey,
I would
oh,
be like, go to your dad's house. I'm gonna call him and let him know.
That's cool. At least you got some kind of recourse. At least say, yeah, you got that option. If the father is present, tell the kid, you fucking up. Maybe you need, to stay with your dad. It'll change the scenery. Might help you. Yo, thanks for everyone pulling up. We didn't get through half the shit, but it was a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be my most viewers in a while. Again, I'm going live
Punchito,
every.
like when like bro, like
Go ahead.
this is why I say it's a slippery slope with this because it can get, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't see her mother from 2006 to
Smoke. All due respect, I can't hear you right now. It's getting very choppy, so I'm gonna dip out
and
on
then when
this
she
note.
did see it, she had a 5-day vacation. She only saw her for a day and a half.
That's fucked up. That's terrible. Hey, put a bow on it. Hey, we'll be back talking this BX next Tuesday, but
What's it?
y'all
A
like and
minimum
subscribe.
2009.
Smoke. Let me get out
Till
of here.
she
I really got to
till
do this.
still
I'm
now.
sorry, champ.
I found her mother.
Yeah, it's chopping
Damn
up too
sure
much. So
did.
I don't know if Smoke is still talking because I can't hear him. But yo, y'all like and subscribe. Cash App at the bottom. $ CJ Rich 2026.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate everyone pulling up.
You're saying, man,
Hopefully
it's
Marco actually pulls his bitch ass up next time. We was missing the married
slippery
perspective for the
slope,
most part.
man.
But yo,
And
I'm
that
sorry. I know that the end of the stream got kind of messy. I think me and
step,
Smoke talking
when
over
you
each other.
put that step,
Yeah, I don't think you can either. Hey yo, shout out to all y'all, man. Hey, peace out. We'll be back tomorrow talking boxing again, 4 p.m. Pacific,
well,
7 p.m. Eastern.
nah,
Yeah,
it's
shout out Smoke.